New at 6, something that happened during a Colorado veteran's final days moved his daughter to run for office. And now she's in a position to do something about health care in Colorado. Our Sean Boyd talked with her, and Sean, like so many people, her dad was faced with staggering medical bills.
Yeah, Jim, Representative Kerry Tipper's dad died 2 years ago today. A veteran, he survived World War II, only to die consumed by how his family would afford his medical care. That is what compelled his daughter to run for office.
The last thing he heard before he lost consciousness was the medics say, "I think I hear a heartbeat."
Representative Kerry Tipper's dad among the heroes who came home from World War II. A member of the storied Easy Company, Ed Tipper parachuted into Normandy on D-Day. A mortar blast would nearly take his life.
Had a tremendous appreciation for what sacrifice meant. He had a tremendous ability to see suffering in others. He valued life in a way that I've seen few others value it. 2 years ago today, he passed away.
It is how he died that inspired Tipper to run for office, not as a casualty of war, but victim of the healthcare system. Despite insurance, Tipper says the medical bills were crushing.
You find yourself in this position where your whole world feels like it's spinning out of control. At the end of my dad's life, there were decisions that, he had to make about his care that really dealt more with what they could afford and, frankly, what would be left for my mom when he was gone.
Which is why she's introduced a bill to prevent collection companies from garnishing wages of people who can't pay medical debt.
When you think that medical debt is the leading cause of bankruptcy in this country, we know something's wrong. Here was someone that served his community, he served as a teacher, he served his country, he saved money, and at the end of his life, it wasn't good enough.
Today, the anniversary of Ed Tipper's death was coincidentally, fittingly, Military Appreciation Day here at the Capitol. Representative Tipper says most of those whose wages are garnished because of medical debt make less than $40,000 a year. Her bill has its first hearing on Monday. Live at the Capitol, Sean Boyd covering Colorado First.
Thank you, Sean.